Okay, so I am about to create a memory piece, modern mosaic really, based 90% on recycled materials with a little bit of dressing up. It's all based on a memory jug that I found in East Kentucky at Line 4, Kentucky. I was working at Apple Shop and gave a ride to a hitchhiker home to his house, and he had a memory jug on his mantle. It was a crock covered with 100 different trinkets from um, Cracker Jacks and watches, broken jewelry, seashells, seahorse, all kinds of really cool little things. I mean, you could just look at it forever and have an idea of what each story meant to that family. He said, "Oh, you like that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's incredible. It's just amazing." And he was like, "Well, you can have it." And I was like, "No, I can't take this." But he pressed it on me. I kept saying no, no, I didn't really want it. It just felt like I was getting something. I didn't really want any payment for giving him a ride, but I did finally get a vibe from him that he didn't want the piece for whatever reason, just actually had some kind of issue with it. I don't really understand all that, but finally he pressed it upon me to take it, and I really do believe it was the Lord's will because eventually I took that thing to classes and taught creative writing. And then when I was at Young Audiences in Cleveland, it was suggested to me that I should make a memory piece or memory pieces. And once I started that, oh, I just loved it. Making mosaics with the kids and myself. A lot of them were based on trinkets and stuff that I had for my own kids and my own life. But then I started gathering stuff at yard sales and different things, and um, it's just evolved over time to be a really fun thing for me. And sometimes I put little original poems on them and things. I haven't set up to do that today, but I do like to have a little text on there, either a title or a little poem. So this piece here is a little different. This is a piece of wood from this 80-year-old maple tree that my father planted and we had to cut down. This was just a random slice off of the monstrous chunks of tree that are there. And what you can see here is I've sort of pre-arranged the different pieces of things. This is some glass I found at a house nearby that burnt down, shells that are local, black walnut shells, a bone that I found. Some of these rocks were kind of interesting. And this is a yard piece from Lowe's. It's been out for a lot of years and it's aged, which is kind of cool. It's a butterfly. He's kind of bent up, but I still think he's sort of cool. So, and then I've got some feathers over here and some stuff I'm going to probably put in the sky.
Oh, shit. Um,
So I've got a good blop here, and I know I'm going to need a lot up here for that particular piece because it's a heavy piece and it doesn't touch the surface very much. And I'll sometimes wiggle them to get a little more texture in there. Now, I told you I wanted to kind of save this in here because it's sort of cool. That actually worked out pretty good the way that went on. Okay, so I'm going to go with this. Sometimes if I just want to do a smaller thing, just place one single piece, I might use E6000 glue, which is the best household glue and art glue that I know of. Maybe say, for example, if I just wanted to put that up there like that, which could actually happen, I might just glue the back of it because I don't want the whole area around it done. Maybe. Okay, so here we go. This was the signature piece, so I want to get it in right now. And actually, it's got that little holder there, so there. is a Hardy pack, which came from the food pantry. They gave me way more than I can ever eat. Everybody in Richwood, actually. And actually, if you look, it smells pretty good. Actually, it's rice and soy and diced, but it's got nice texture and colors in it. You can see that. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on here because it came to me for free, and it lends texture, and it'll also lend a little scent to the art piece. It's the first time this has ever happened. It's always fun when something happens that you didn't really expect to have happen. So this is the piece. It's nowhere near dry yet, especially in the areas where I put it on heaviest. And it's probably not completely done. Most generally, there's a few things that I do afterwards to check it out and see if I'm happy. And I think these feathers might have landed a little bit in the wrong place because I kind of lost the point of the wood up here. I'm not going to move them right now, but anyhow, so much of this memory piece work is set up. It's gathering pieces over a long period of time and then holding them in your mind and eventually beginning to piece stuff together to how it might complement itself. It always has a random quality, I think, somewhat, which is kind of the exciting part for me, never really knowing how it's all going to go or turn out. But you definitely do have to have the resources at hand, which I guess is true in life of anything. It's good to have resources so you can steer your life as best as you can and steer your art as best as you can.